We're going to look at graphing an equation based on the slope and the y-intercept. First, we need to remember the standard form. Y is equal to mx plus b. M represents our slope and b represents our y-intercept. So one of the things that I've been saying is that not only does B stand for the y-intercept or where it crosses the y-axis, it also can remind us that this is where the graph begins. So we would like to start at the 3, and it's going to cross the y-axis at positive 3. So we can, 1, 2, 3, plot our point at 3 on the y-axis. That's where we can begin graphing. Once we see where we begin, we can look at the slope to help us count out which way the line is going to slant. And so in this case, it's a -2, and our numerator tells us our up and down movement, and our denominator tells us our left and right movement. So when I look at the numerator, it's telling me to go down 2 because it's a -2. So I'm going to count down 2, and then +1 tells me to go right 1. So I'm going to go right 1, and I'm going to put my point right there. And I'm going to keep on following that process. I'm going to go down 2, right 1, down 2, right 1, down 2, right 1, down 2, right 1. However, I also want to know what does it look like going in the opposite direction, so I can reverse it by going up 2, left 1, up 2, left 1, up 2, left 1, up 2, left 1. And there's the graph of y equals -2x plus 3, where 3 is where it crosses the y-axis and -2 is the slope. Let's look at y equals 3/2 x. So if we are going to compare that with our standard form of a linear equation, y equals mx plus b, then we're going to look at where to begin. But in this case, we're not adding anything, so we technically are adding 0. So where do we begin? We begin at 0. 0 is where we cross the y-axis. And then we can count out our slope, which is 3/2. 3 is our up and down movement, and 2 is our left and right movement. So it is going up 3 because it's a +3, and right 2 because it's a +2. Up 3, right 2, up 3, right 2. And then we can reverse it. Down 3, left 2, down 3, left 2, down 3, left 2. And there is our linear equation, y equals 3/2 x. There's the graph of that linear equation. Let's look at y equals x minus 4, and let's compare it to our standard form of a linear equation, y equals mx plus b. So b is where we begin, so plus b, or -4, is where we begin. That is where we cross the y-axis, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a -4. And then we can count our slope. We don't see a number in front of x, so the number that we understand it to be is the number 1. And if we want to see that as a fraction, it's really 1/1. So all we have to do is go up 1, right 1, up 1, right 1, up 1, right 1, and we keep on following that. And then we can reverse it. Down 1, left 1, down 1, left 1. And there is our graph of the equation y equals x minus 4.